Anthony says, you asleep, Anthony? Won't watch it never. Okay. We watch these ratings. So, but I did watch it today. Okay. Let me look into my notes and see what I can tell y'all about this episode. Y'all can tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did y'all watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta this week? It seemed like more of y'all watched this week than last week. Okay, remember last week the ratings was a dismal 736,000 people watched. Okay, this week they got a little bump up. They got a little bump up. You said yes, you said no. Y'all didn't. What? Okay, slap myself. Of course, of course. Okay, but I bet y'all didn't watch it on the day it was supposed to air because they still can't hit a milli, and we don't know why. This week's ratings. Can y'all guess? Well, y'all probably already know because I'm late and people already be talking about it by the time I get here. But that's okay because I'm the best to ever do it. I'll talk about it late if I want to. Okay, let me pull up Showbuzz Daily. Honey, come out on Showbuzz Daily at 10 o'clock in the morning on Tuesdays. Let's look and see what these ratings were doing this week. Hold on, let me share my screen. Share the screen. Showbuzz. Bam, 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 bam. Who was first? Okay, y'all still watching the NBA playoffs. Okay, 6 million people watch the playoffs, honey. Y'all can't say that people is not watching TV because y'all are watching the TV. Okay, now 90 Day Fiance is still up there in the top five, 1.6 million people watching. And where is the Housewives? Let me see the playoffs. NASCAR, Unexpected, Naked and Afraid got 1.2 million. Okay, whatever that is, Liga, something, something. And there's the Real Housewives of Atlanta at number 12. I guess it's respectable. They almost in the top 10. And they have 850,000 people watch, 0.24 in the 18 to 49 demographic. So they coming up a little bit. They coming up a little bit. Y'all watch because y'all want to see Kenya's tea party, I guess. I don't know. Maybe y'all watch because wasn't the news on? I don't know. Maybe y'all watch because I didn't come on. Who knows? You love promoting 90 Day Fiance. I am not promoting anything. I am just looking at the numbers. Okay. And I always use 90 Day Fiance as a point of reference because everyone always uses the excuse no one's watching cable. No one is. And so if no one's watching cable, how are all these people watching 90 Day Fiance? Slap Mike, can you answer the question? He said nothing else was on and all y'all men was watching basketball. So it was like, well, let's watch this crap over here. Y'all probably know who the Housewives was. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit, just a teensy bit. See what my notes has said. Oh, the first thing on my notes it says Marlo called Sheree. And that's one of Sheree's pet peeves when people call her Sheree. But Marlo called her Sheree and she didn't even correct Marlo. She probably didn't correct her because Marlo is known to have razor blades under her tongue, and that's a whole nother story. But maybe she's a changed woman. But one thing that I found interesting about Marlo is that Marlo is going around asking everybody for advice about her nephews. It's like you done had the boys, 2-3 years now? Why is it all of a sudden you want to ask everybody for advice on camera? You don't know what to do by now? Feed them, clothe them, send them to school, make them do their homework. That's what you need to do, okay? You said you didn't notice that? Well, I did. I be noticing everything. That's the first thing I wrote. Look at my thing. You probably can zoom in on it. It said Marlo called Sheree, and whatever else I wrote. But anyway, I said she was asking for advice again because she asked Kandi for advice in another episode. Was that the first one or the second one? I can't remember because y'all know fast forwarding through. But she asked Kandi for advice at some point, saying that Kandi don't never invite her to hang over with the boys and the kids, and she need to learn how to be a parent, and she don't know how. Blah blah blah. So now she asking the same thing of Sheree. Okay. Sheree did tell her that, the kids is grown. They out, they doing their own thing. Shout out to Sheree's kids, honey. Cairo, he was out, Cairo was going to be a model. He was sexy and stuff. And now he 6 feet 10 or whatever, how tall he is. He over there working with Tyler Perry, honey, because you know Tyler Perry love him some handsome men over there. No shade, but shade. But Cairo is over there working with Tyler Perry. They say he working in the wardrobe department. Then Marlo started talking about, I don't know. Listen, these are my notes, so please forgive me because I wasn't good in school taking notes. Marlo talk about taking acting lessons. I don't know why, but in her confessional with her blonde wig on, I don't know why everybody feel like they need a blonde wig. Is this to remind us that Nene Leakes is gone? I had to insert that in there, but I'm digressing. Marlo is taking acting lessons, and she can't even say IMDb. She said MDDI. She don't know what it is, so I don't even know why she even trying to pronounce it. But we already know Marlo has a speech impediment, but there's that. What else? I put can't talk. IMDb. Also, Marlo advises Sheree that Kandi told her that Drew told Kandi that Sheree and her had the same assistant, but Sheree don't pay. And y'all remember back when RHOA used to be great, when Sheree and Kenya got into it, and Kenya was always like, Sheree, she can't pay. She by Sheree and she can't pay. And Sheree was like, pay your rent. And she was like, pay everybody, Sheree, because you ain't paying nobody. Well, that's gonna be, I guess, Sheree's new storyline. Sheree is not above being humiliated for a check. We already know Sheree couldn't cut the check with the contractors for her house. That's why it took so long. And then she had to have Steve Harvey help her, but that's besides the point. But now, Sheree had an assistant who really, here's the thing about Atlanta. I put my phone down. As y'all know, I know about Atlanta, right? Atlanta has a lot of opportunists, a lot of hangers on, a lot of people who want to be your gay BFF. Okay. And that's what it seems like this Anthony person is. I don't know if he's a production plant. I don't know who he is or why he is there, but he is there to cause mess and strife. And he's there to make the LGBTQ community look bad. Because now everybody talk about how Nene makes the gays, her accessories. Nene has the gays, her purses having gays and girls parties. But Nene was never putting people in the middle of mess and having her gay friends call the other men gay. If anybody was calling anybody gay, it was Kenya. But I digress. So anyway, so now, the assistant who claims that Sheree don't pay, he done told Drew that Sheree don't pay, and Drew done told Kandi, and Kandi told Marlo. But we already knew that. Anyway, I feel like Sheree didn't pay him because, first of all, he probably was just one of the people just hang around, just want to, eat and have a good time and have cocktails and stuff. And then he was like, I'll do this for you, Sheree. And Sheree was like, okay, do that. And didn't nobody talk about no payment. Now, all of a sudden, because he did these things for free on his own, he felt that Sheree should have paid. But, there's that. Now, Sheree tells Marlo that she is upset with Kandi for spreading gossip. Because everybody knows how Kandi feels about these streets, and when her name is dragged in these streets, and they showed a clip of Portia. Now, is it me, or does anybody realize that they keep bringing the girls back that ain't there some kind of way? Last time they was playing Nene with the white refrigerator dragging Kenya. Then they be playing Portia and the drungin, talking about Kandi and her sex drungin. And now, they bring that up again when Sheree's talking about it. Another thing that I found interesting is Sheree was telling Marlo that, Kenya felt the ways about her saying that, when she first moved to Atlanta, she didn't have a home and she was living in a raggedy place with a white refrigerator. Marlo wasn't even there then. Where they get that from? Nene.
What is remember? This, honey? This is where you live, honey. Let me see what's going on. Ooh. Let me see. I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. Ooh, Lord.
And at first they used that soundbite. And I guess when people like me was calling them out about it, after Nene filed that lawsuit, then all of a sudden now it's Marlo said it. And then they flash back to 1972. whatever it was, that old ass footage with that white refrigerator at the Georgian Terrace. Y'all know that? You catching that? They trying to make it seem like that's Marlo's little shade. Sheree trying to give. That's what I wrote in my notes right here. Sheree is trying to give Marlo credit for Nene's white refrigerator shade. Okay. Anyway, Sheree also talks about spill some tea too, because she said that Kenya had been spilling tea to her about Drew. So, Kenya and Drew cool or whatever. And Sheree got news from Kenya that the assistant has been spreading tea about Drew's husband. So how this assistant in Kenya's ear, the assistant in Marlo's ear, the assistant is in Sheree's ear, and the assistant is in Drew's ear. Like I said, this is a production plant because ain't nobody gonna use nobody like this who ain't willing to be used. I hope the assistant is getting paid. Anyway, I'm digressing. You said you sick and tired of Marlo. Child, I am too. Ooh, the ghetto. Okay. You said your white fridge was there when you bought your house. As long as it works, honey, who cares what color it is? Okay. Why are you making this about Nene? Because I can. Whose channel is this? Is this your channel? That's my channel. It's always about Nene. This is the house that Nene built. How can I talk about the show without bringing up Lanithia Monique Leaks, the queen of RHOA? Anywho, let me continue. He said, let me see what else we got. Okay, we got Kandi and Todd. Blah 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 blah. Kandi and Todd battling over production credit. I'm telling it wrong. Well, you get you a channel and you tell it right, honey. I'm telling it how I want to tell it. Kandi and Todd. Kandi was meeting with her agent, honey, Nick Rose. Nick Rose is look. Isn't it odd that his company is called Pantheon, but that's neither here nor there. He represents everybody. All Candy's friend, Kandi, Toya, Tiny, whoever else. He just represents everybody in Atlanta. I don't know how he got in, but he got in, so salute to him. But he, Kandi is FaceTiming with Nick, telling him whatever she about to do. She about to invest in a Broadway play and all this stuff. And then Todd comes in, they battling over some production credit, because Todd saying he wants his name on his own production, this thing that he's working on about a gossip column, a gossip blog, an anonymous gossip blog. I wonder where they be finding these little storylines from, but I'm digressing again. I'm sorry. So Todd has created this little thing that he's selling, and he's pitching about an anonymous gossip blog, and Kandi wants to be part of it. And see, even Biggie said that's some bullshit, but Kandi wants to be part of it. And Todd was like, he just want his name on it for once. He feels like, he needs to be responsible for this, because people feel like it's always about Kandi. Todd's like, I do work too. And then here's what I found interesting. Kandi said that she feels that Todd resents her success. And that's the way I wrote it. And she said resents me, but I'm saying resents her success, because she also said people don't recognize his talents and she doesn't know how to fix it. How should you fix it? If you were the successful one when you got married, it ain't nothing to fix. But anyway, this is just a storyline. Anyway, they'll be all right. What else I got on here? Because I said I won't spend too much time on it. Brooklyn's third birthday tea party. Of course, Mark wasn't there because Mark ain't gonna be there. But someone wrote, the ladies all gathered, at the tea party for a table to have a little game. They always have these little games, and they thought they would spill some tea about each other and put a little tea in the bucket, whatever. And they thought it was supposed to be cute, but it wasn't, because somebody wrote something very derogatory about Kandi on the thing, and said that Kandi liked to suck dick in the locker room. Kandi got mad, tried to make it all about her. Anyway, Kenya, you saw that how Kenya politely dismissed Kandi, said this birthday is not about you. But while Kandi yelling and screaming about dick, this sucking dick, and Marlo yelling with her deep voice that travels, all the other kids and the mamas hear all this stuff going on, and one of the mamas got mad. The Karen mama, we've been seeing this clip going around. We thought it was a soundbite, but it seems like she really was upset. She said, it's a kid's birthday party. Y'all talking all this stuff. Y'all cursing. Y'all calling people beasts and all this stuff. This is not the way a kid's birthday party is supposed to be. But ghetto ass Marlo, who got kids and asking people how to raise her kids, say, well, she must not know us. Marlo said, "This is the way it's supposed to be. This is what happens when we get together." So there's that. Anyway, Sheree and Drew also got into it about because Sheree was upset that Kandi told Marlo Drew was upset because there's some sexual innuendos about her husband going on. Drew didn't want to hear it at first. Drew almost actually didn't even catch the tea because she was shutting everybody up. And then she was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that y'all said that the assistant said it." Yes, it's the assistant who is closer to you, who going around telling you that your husband likes men. Okay. And that sucks that they're gonna use Bravo yet again to destroy a black man's I don't know, reputation by calling him gay. I don't even know if that's a thing, but that is. But it seems like they always try to do that. Remember, they tried to do it to Walter. They tried to do it to Peter. They tried to do it to what was the other one? Oh, Cordell. But there was rumors. But there's that. You said, who is Fatum? Fatum is the one who was trying to get on the show, who said that she was married to Akon, but then Akon's real wife came forward and said, "No, she not." And so they kind of slapped her out the way. Slap my I keep saying slap my name, that's why I said it. But yeah, so they kind of booted her out the way. He loves women's. Whoever he loves is like he ain't loving Drew, because it seems like every single time he get around Drew, it's almost like they can't stand each other. But that ain't my business. I'm just watching it on TV. You said, "It's Kenya right? She gives it to Kandi to read it." People saying it's Marlo, but it's not. Ooh, jealous over black masculinity. Is that what it is? All the black men on the show. Peter even said that once when he made an appearance on my show. He said that they're good at kind of tearing down like black male-female relationships and marriages, because they always want to make it seem like the black man is dependent upon the woman and not vice versa. And it seems that way. Every other show, all the men make all the money. All the men are billionaires. All these men, are highfalutin lawyers who are, stealing their clients' money and all of that type of thing. But in Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's always these women are the stars and they got their tag-along husbands. I don't like that. We need something better. But there's that. That's all I get for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't even know how it ended. Can somebody tell me how it ended? Y'all can let me know when y'all call in. It's 1400. Are y'all in here?